So we have already seen till here, right? This particular thing, multivariant, the first order necessary condition. Next part is this one. So if the objective function f of x is a quadratic function and the constraint h of x and g of x are linear, the type of optimization problem will be quadratic programming. Okay, h of x is the equality constraint and g of x is inequality constraint. That is what you have to remember. So see this particular code here. So I mean, what this question here, they're saying that this function 3x1 square plus 6x2 square is the objective function. With subject to this, there are three conditions given. Okay, and Lagrangian function is also given. That is Lagrangian function. I already told you that it will be f of x plus how many inequality constraints you have? You have three inequality constraints. So it will be mu1 into 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 12. Why they are bringing the right hand side 12 to left hand side? Because you need to have in that way only. All the g of x should be less than or equal to 0. That is the inequality constraint should be less than or equals to 0. Okay. That's why they are writing mu1 into 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 12 plus mu2 into, and as you see here it is greater than or equal to 10, but you need to get into the form less than 10, right? Less than or equals to 0. So I'm writing 10 minus 3x1 minus 3x2. That is what they have written here. Sorry, 10 minus 3x1 minus 7x2. Okay, plus mu2 into minus 3x1 minus 3x2 less than or plus 10 less than or equals to 0. Next, this 2 you can get it to the left hand side, right? x1 minus 2. That's it. So we need to answer these three questions. So what will be the identify the Karush KKT conditions, Karushkan-Tucker conditions. Okay. Sorry, I don't know the pronunciation. I'm just calling it KKT conditions. So here I can just say, what are the conditions to find out? First of all, you need to do dou f by dou x1, this whole expression, and dou f by dou x2. So you need to differentiate. Let me write this one. So we already have here. We already have one function, minimum x1 comma x2 f of x equals to 3x1 square plus 6x2 square. Okay, this is f of x. Subject to, there are three inequality constraints. Minus 12 less than or equals to 0. This is one inequality constraint. Next, minus 3x1 minus 3x2 plus 10 less than or equals to 0. And x1 minus 2 less than or equals to 0. This is another constraint. Already Lagrangian equation, you know, Lagrangian function they have given. Even though they have given, let's write it because we already know what it will be. 3x1 square plus 6x2 square plus mu1 into this particular into a. So here you will be getting 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 12 plus mu2 into minus 3x1 minus 7x2 plus 10 plus mu3 into x1 minus x2. Okay. Now they are asking us to find what will be the KKT condition. KKT conditions, right? So first we need to find dou f by dou x1 and dou f by dou x2 equals to 0. This one we need to do. So what will those expressions be? So I need to differentiate this with respect to x1 first. So it will be 6x1 plus 4 mu1 minus mu2 plus mu3 equals to 0. Okay. Next, I need to differentiate this with respect to x2. So I'm differentiating with respect to x2. So it will be 12x2 plus 3 mu1 minus 7 mu2. That's it. Equals to 0. This is one of the two conditions. Next, we need to find mu into gi less than or equals to 0, right? mu I. So what are the conditions we already have here? Mu1 into, this is my constraint, so I am writing 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 12 equals to 0. Next two conditions will come. Mu2 into minus 3x1 minus 7x2 plus 10 equals to 0. Mu3 into x1 minus 2 equals to 0. That's it. And here you need to have a value such that mu value will be greater than or equals to 0. You need to get this condition also. Let's see what are the options given. So let's check with our solution. 6x1 plus 4u1 minus 3u2 plus u3. That condition is true. This is right. Next, 12x2 plus 3 mu1 minus 7x2. This condition is true. Next, we have three conditions. Mu1 into first constraint, mu2 into second constraint, mu3 into second constraint. Okay. That's it. That will be your answer. Okay. And here they have given one question. Suppose we are evaluating the KKT condition with all the constraints being inactive. What then the value of x2? With all the constraints being inactive means, what did I say? Being inactive is nothing but, how many constraints we have? We have three constraints. That is, these three conditions are inactive. Okay, that means that 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 12 can never be equals to 0. These three conditions can never be equals to 0. So how can I solve this? This can't be equals to 0. This cannot be equals to 0. This cannot be equals to 0. So if these three constants cannot be equals to 0, then I can say either of this u1, u2, u3 need to be equal to 0. So I'll be constrained. When three constraints are inactive, it means that those are not equals to 0. The constraints are not equal to 0. Then mu1 will be equals to 0, mu2 will be equals to 0, and mu3 will be equals to 0. Okay. So now what did they ask? They are asking the condition, the value of x2. So now let's see how can you calculate the value of x2 here. Okay. So I'll just substitute the values of mu1 here, mu1, mu2 and mu3 here. Then I'll be getting, substituting here, I'll be getting, they told us, yeah, all the constants being inactive. That's it. In that way only you need to do what I'm doing. When these three constants cannot be equal to 0, right? mu1, mu2, mu3 will be equals to 0, right? If this cannot be 0, obviously u1 will be 0. That's it. That's what I have written, right? So I'm substituting u1 values, u2 values and u3 values here. Then I'll be getting the equations 6x1 plus 0 minus 0 plus 0. Then I'll be getting, that's it. So I'll be getting 6x1 equals to 0. Then let's see. Let's substitute here also. 12x2 plus these two are zeros equals to 0. This implies that x2 is also 0. So x2 should be 0. That's it. The accepted answer is 0. So in that way you need to do. So the assumption used in the previous problem will lead us to the infeasible solution. It will lead us to the infeasible solution. Because when these three conditions are not met, so we are getting a solution 0 and 0, right? We need to get, we need to find a solution in such a way that mu1 of gy should be less than or equals to 0. It should satisfy the less than condition only. Condition also, not only equal to condition, it should satisfy this particular condition also, but it's not getting satisfied, right? So there will be no solution at all. Okay. So here there is one more thing called as Hessian matrix. So what is this Hessian matrix? So you can consider the Hessian matrix as this one. So I will be writing dou square f by dou x square, dou f by dou x dou y, dou f by dou y dou x, dou square f by, sorry, here it will be dou square f only, dou y square. Basically, its Hessian matrix is called as square matrix, which consists of second order derivatives. Second order derivatives. So let's solve one question, then you'll understand. So here they are given matrix as h of x bar minus 6 to 2 and 6. And later they are asking us what can be the eigenvalues of this one. Okay. How can you find the eigenvalues of a particular vector is you need to write a minus lambda I equals to 0. So if I've taken this as a, so I will be writing minus 6. So I'm writing a as this one minus 6 to 2 6 minus lambda into 1 0 0 1 equals to 0. So I'm just substituting the values. So I'll be getting here minus 6 minus lambda my 2 minus so 2 minus 0, it will be 2 only. So and here you will be having 2 minus lambda, okay, equals to 0. That's what I have written here, right? Minus 6 minus lambda 2 and 2 here again 6. It is 6, right? It's not 2. So 6 minus lambda. So I need to calculate determinant of this. So determinant of this will be minus 6 minus lambda into 6 minus lambda minus 4. We already know, right? If this is a matrix A, B, C, D, so determinant of this A will be 2 by 2 matrix is AD minus BC. That is what I have done here. I multiplied this to minus 4 equals to 0. So we need to solve this. So first it will be minus 36 minus plus 6 lambda minus 6 lambda plus lambda square minus 4 equals to 0. Then you will be getting lambda square minus 40 equals to 0. Then lambda square equals to 40. Lambda equals to plus or minus 40, root of 40. So we need to find the values of that. Okay. So square root of 40, if you calculate, so it will be 6.3245 minus 6.3245. That's it. And you can do one more thing also. The shortcut for this, if you don't want to calculate, the shortcut for that is one property is there, that is determinant of matrix is equals to the dot product of the eigenvalues. Okay, let's calculate the data of this one. What will be the determinant of this? Minus 36 minus 4 minus 40. So whenever you multiply two eigenvalues, you need to get nearly minus 40. Let's see whether we are getting with the options or not. 5.414 into 5.585786. We got 30. So we need to get this one minus 40, right? So we can rule out first option. Let's check the second option. 6.324555 into 6.324555 equals to 39.99. Okay, here there is minus sign, so it will be minus 39.99. So you will not be getting for any of the other options. So this is near, so this should be an answer. That's it. Either that way you can find. Okay. The types of the problem which are commonly used to solve data science problems are function approximation, classification. This you can get from the data science lectures. The first step in any data science is to, first of all, you need to define a problem. Okay. Now for this 11th question, if you see, I need to find the Hessian matrix for this. Let's see how we can find the Hessian matrix for this. I told Hessian matrix is nothing but a square matrix consists of double derivatives, right? So let's see. So I'm writing f of x comma y equals to minus 8x square plus 3xy plus 4y square plus 3x minus y, right? So first of all, I will be finding the first derivative of this one. Okay. So I'll write dou f by dou x first. So what will be dou f by dou x? It will be minus 16x plus 3y plus 3, right? And next I will be calculating dou f by dou y. Okay. Dou f by dou y will be 3x plus 8y minus 1. Now what is the Hessian matrix? Hessian matrix is nothing but, I can write it as f double dash. Okay, I'm writing like this. So I will write, what's this? I'll be getting this. I'll be having here y double dash. Basically, what's the meaning of this one is, you already have this one dou f by dou y, and you are differentiating this dou f by dou y with respect to x again. So here you have dou f by dou x, and you are differentiating with respect to y. That's the meaning of this one. Okay, let's write this one. So I am differentiating this one with respect to again x. So I'll be getting minus 16, and now I have this x, I am differentiating with respect to, or else I can take this one y I am differentiating with respect to x again. So I am having 3 here. Okay, so later fx, so I have x here, I am differentiating with respect to y, so it will be 3, and later I have y, I am differentiating with this, I am differentiating this with respect to y, so here it will be 8. So this is your Hessian matrix, minus 16, 3, 3 and 8. Let's see whether that's a solution. Yes, minus 16, 3, 3 and 8. Okay, these two values will be same and these two values will always differ. Okay, that is what you have to remember. So first, what did we do? We found out the first derivative with respect to x and with respect to y, and later we found out the double derivative for this with respect to x and this particular thing with respect to x, and later we found out the single derivatives. This one I found out. So whenever you found out with respect to, whenever you differentiate dou f by dou x with respect to dou f by dou y, then you will be having dou square f by dou y dou x. Both are similar. These are both are similar only. Okay, that is. So I can write this as dou square f by dou x square, dou square f by dou x dou y. So here you will be having dou square f by dou x dou y, dou square f by dou y square. That's it. This is your Hessian matrix. So with this, your week 5 is done. Only one thing you have to remember, you need to check the data science lectures. Those are just theory part only. You can just do it. Mostly problems will be coming from this particular week. Just go through, any doubts you can ask me.